My name is Michael Gray. I'm from Miami originally, and I've been here my entire life. I did a lot of work through AP classes in high school, and I dedicated a lot of time. I ended up getting extra electives that were art classes, so I focused a lot on my drawings and everything, and I had applied to receive the full scholarship at the Art Institute of Miami, and I ended up with it. And now I'm attending FIU getting my master's. I felt if I was going to push being an artist further, I needed to go farther in my education in it. I felt like maybe some of the theoretical things that I was working with sort of lacked, and I wanted to learn more. And also the path, afterwards, after I would be an artist, where would I go? I was thinking about maybe falling back on a teaching career afterwards. The subject is Lolita. It's an 18-foot painting. I think it was 216 inches by 7.5 feet tall. My parents took me to this aquarium as a child. I was probably about like 4 or 5. And something about seeing this animal up close, and as a child I had such like a wonder and amazement of seeing such an animal in so close a proximity. I've only seen him in books, and so seeing her, I don't know, that feeling sort of stuck with me as a child. So doing this painting, I feel like it kind of transposed through the artwork, that feeling that I had gotten originally. I had come here to the Peace Mural Foundation, and we began working on another project called the OCEANUS project, where a lot of it had to do with ocean life, and the ocean has always been a huge part of my life. So I fell right into that perfectly, and it was sort of, it felt right to be doing. And we started talking about orca whales, and then it moved on to actually speaking about Lolita. And after a few drawings, and maybe a couple weeks later, we were priming panels to get this painting done. So it just sort of happened that way. I think a lot of it had to do with how I learned, or when I learned about her capture, that it sort of dawned on me that I've been really naive about the subject of how she got there. And yes, there were good memories for me, but I mean, was it right to have her in such a spot? Once I learned about how she got there, really it kind of changed my view on the whole situation. I think a lot of people don't really know those facts. I want at least awareness of how she got there, of how things were done to get these animals in captivity. They do contribute a lot to, it was a good experience for me as a child to see this animal. It left a lasting mark on me. However, I want to leave a lasting mark on the new generation of maybe sharing awareness of how they actually got there. Because it never dawned on me to really look into the past of it, of her past, and see exactly how she got there. I'm not even sure if she would be able to make it in the wild alone, but to at least be taken out of the view of public work, having to work publicly all the time, every day. She's getting older. Maybe it's time for her to retire her, to put her to a larger tank at least, because it's a factual, it's factual knowledge that she's actually in a tank that is a lot smaller than what they need to live in, and has been there for the last 40 years. I hope they get the same they get the same feeling that I got when I saw Lolita as a child. And that was the reason why we painted it, we painted it this way, so that we can see how we've seen these animals before in such a close-up scenario behind panels of glass. I was hoping to transfer that, sort of that feeling, and also capture the moment that she was actually captured, to kind of give you that juxtaposition of that wonder and amazement, but the reality of the situation.
We're so exciting to unveil this OCEANUS mural and Lolita for this December at the beginning of the Art Basel. The exhibit will hold on Peace Mural Gallery located 1606 Washington Avenue in the heart of Miami Beach. It's open to the public. This is the aquarium. You can see a lot of fish, coral, and it's free.